Okay. Well, I'm gonna go set the angel free
We march
before I go anywhere else. Actually, not. Let's look around first. Thank you for the stretch, Jamie. Been battered by someone desperate efforts to open the door and sealed shut. Samael, send me. Nura, the historian, emerges with an unexpected suggestion from behind the commander's back. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge will... Okay. That's literally what Nura said to us. A ripped book lies in the center of the room. Beneath the title, large letters, the Lexicon of Paradox, are lines of text written in hasty, bold script. A shimmering purple haze rises from the pages. You're about to step over the threshold when the haze grows brighter. The power within you responds, roiling in agitation, but you feel no sense of danger. Rather, as though you're expecting a chemical reaction to this unknown phenomenon. Now it will serve me. Your fingers barely graze the book when the purple glow flares brightly and a series of inscription diagrams and sketches flash by, imprint themselves in your memories if you've always known them. Power fills you just as wrathful and overwhelming as the battle of the Wallstone the moment you acquired the Sword of Valor. The fuck happened?
Deskari's here. Deskari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
You guys lend me a weapon, I'll try to fight the demon.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a Demon Lord even. Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Yes, very good. A dose of bravery or a fit of honor. It could be nothing else. Or perhaps his instincts are hinting.
Our Louis trails off.
Milady, this creature's about to die. Shouldn't you? Ah, you got here at last. And you took Lydia Rilu's gift. She left it for you, she did. I made sure the gift was safely delivered. And now, I can return to my lady.
Well done, Jamie. The dredge looks you decidedly pitiful up close. His limbs are trembling and a multitude of stitches and crisscross his skin. Without them, it seems his body would simply fall to pieces. The demon's gaze is fixed on you and detects a strange yearning in it. Why did I really need someone to shoot Deskari back in Kenabres?
She needed to spill his blood. The blood of a Demon Lord is a powerful thing and very useful, you see. It's a priceless reagent. You can make so many things out of it. A wondrous blade, for example, that can turn even a wardstone to dust.
Don't move. You'll answer my questions, demon.
Go and ask them then. I don't have all day.
I see a book, but you're talking about some kind of power. What does that mean?
This book is an old notebook for recording experiments. The power is the result of one of those experiments. My lady decided to bind it to the pages for some reason. It's the ultimate convergence of theory and practice, savvy? She gave a lot to learn how to cultivate and strengthen souls, and this is the result.
Just giving this power to me?
As if one mutilated dredge could stop you. That's not it. My lady knew that sooner or later, someone would come for the book. She told me not to interfere. She doesn't tell me her reasons. She said to come here and wait, to make sure that the gift finds its owner. That's what I've done. She also told me not to hide from whoever comes, so I haven't.
What experiments are mentioned in the book?
All of them. Rifts, mythic powers, planar magic, transformation, hibernation. All them things that I obviously know a lot about. You've seen the lab, of course. I also know that the book contains everything about her work on the Worldwound. It's a pity. The book's looking worse for wear. Who knows what notes are still left inside?
Tell me about your Kenabres and your transformation to a halfling. I want details.
You're a shrewd one, aren't you? Nothing gets past you, does it? He wants details, he says. I was disguised as a halfling, yes. Did I have to drag your body to the Crusaders? I did. Did I then have to slip you a weapon? I did. Do you think I'd have managed all that if I'd been gallivanting around Kenabres in my own skin? As to the purpose of the whole performance, don't ask me. I know nothing. My lady don't bother sharing such details with me.
I found out everything I wanted to know.
That's good. That's good indeed. Knowledge leads to progress, eh?
Go tell Arilu that I'm tired of her riddles.
Riddles aren't always bad. Farewell.
I hate demons, but god damn it, killing you is just not worth it. Oh my god, I got another mythic level. Give me Angel. It's Destructive Shockwave. That actually would be really good for us because we have a really high strength score. Yeah, we don't even focus on a longsword. We focus on. I need to fucking do my levels. I mean, I'm gonna get Destructive Shockwave, and Angel becomes. It's 6 around the Angel Constellation and improve to Sword of Heaven ability. Improvements that are available at 10 for significantly more powerful. Blow the Divine and then now burn a weapons up. 2 weapons running. Flame Sword of Heaven lasts 1 minute per mythic round. Oh, that's cool. Additional damage and healing from Sword of Heaven and maximize. Attacks with the imbued weapon now mark the target 1 minute, making it attack visible. Give the target -4 penalty to stealth check. PC. Abolish and death. When the angel becomes Bane, the angel of death. When the weapons of angel become death, Bane to all undead. Creature willed and then becomes immune to death effects and energy drain. Healing spells cast by the creature can now remove paralysis and all negative effects. The attacks now suffer 50% more damage. Abolish poison. Basically, I think I like the. I get Everlasting Flame for my first one. Apparently, I get some more spells. So I'm gonna get a second Divine Favor. Second level, nothing. Third level, I'm gonna get an extra Archon's Aura. Fourth. Not too bad. What against? We'll get what against disease because that's a entire thing in pure form. That's not really something I'd want. Divine Power. Yeah, we'll go Divine Power. Actually, we'll get Blade of the Sun. Actually, no, we'll go with those two. I like that. Healer. Give you dodge mythic so you don't die as often, get hurt as often. Mythic channel. Ooh. No, she doesn't channel that often. That doesn't really make sense for her. Weapon finesse. Plan. Let's go for improved initiative. Darian. Yeah, I've already got the fee that I could have given to him. Collect one spell magic. All bonus from your feats and mythic feats that apply to another spell magic, such as spell, focus, feat, and school. I'll apply to the chosen magic too. Actually gonna be worth it, yeah. Arochet. Deadly aim mythic. Okay, save that. Put that in.
Day 20.
Oh.
Farast 4606. Experiment, the suture. Subject, forward
I will guide us.
Together, we stand. A bright future awaits us.
Godspeed.
I really feel like we should go release the angel before we do too much.
Oh, quiet now. But how will they know I've arrived?
Let us not hesitate.
Okay, this is where we buff everything, isn't it? Oh, that's literally on one. Well, I'm gonna give it to myself.
Are we in trouble yet? Our time has come.
Missed me already.
Just do acid. I'm assuming they do acid damage.
You can trust me.
I was never good at stealth, but I'll try.
Please allow me.
Let's have some fun.
I think you're the biggest problem out of those two.
Did you see that?
Darian, Freya.
Prepare yourself.
Flame strike there. Healer. Yeah. Go attack that one. Damn it, my sword of heaven can't pull off. Get it for 4 minutes.
Attack!
You tried.
Make every strike count.
Magic hurt it.
Guide my
Beautiful.
hand. The spirits demand your blood.
The light take you!
We shall
Ow.
overcome.
-4 strength. That sucks. You can't hit me. Just
You
accept that.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Precision and grace.
Just did a fucking full revive. What the fuck?
You are today's sacrifice.
No glory without risk!
Do not hold back.
Lan, I need you to, kill. Ooh, breastplate and lockpick kit. Ooh. That must be like a white dragons. +4 dragonhide breastplate against the wearer cold aura and cold resistance. Fair, this breastplate can be worn only be worn by druids. Oh, that's fucking pointless. There isn't like a fucking druid in the game. Unless you make one. What the fuck? Well, let's go upstairs. There we go, we're nearly there. Hope everyone in chat's enjoying. Barrier stone in the frozen age shimmers disconcertingly. Examine the barrier. The barrier appears to have been crafted from the essence of the abyss and reinforces spells repelling any living creature not of this dark place. Destroy the barrier. You see a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face simply displays unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, just as you would expect of an angel, but the other wing, it looks like a framework of mismatched bones with gimpy purple substance stretched across instead of webbing, and it's covered in something akin to scabs or strange scales. The angel awakes and expectantly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you for freeing me. I am Targona, blade of Iomedes' heavenly host. My captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How did you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I had been fighting the Lord Deskari alongside a troop of Crusaders when we were struck by the Echo of Deskari, a demon of terrifying power and cunning, and an old enemy of mine. All my comrades perished, and the two demons set upon me like predators, savaging a bird. The Echo ripped off my wing and left me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, the architect of the Worldwound. The angel's gaze darkens. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying and benevolent she can reside in a mortal. However, Aurelia is no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much as she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, strange magic, and purple flames flicking around me. I really spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained the whole time, though I was too weak to fight or flee. There was nothing else for me to do other than but to talk to her and try to glimpse inside the black soul. I don't know what I had hoped for to find in there. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light. Hope that all this could be remedied. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance and secrets that Aurelia had used to keep herself separate from the world. Her thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment. I was of little interest in comparison. When she had finished her work, she put me into a deep sleep, a healing sleep, like she said. It was necessary to allow my new abominable wing to settle in. I've been asleep until now. What grand experiment was she planning when she captured you? She wanted to perfect her accursed wound. The second opening, as she called it. The rift was to be larger and more stable, opening a road to Golarion from new abyssal realms. What shocked me was that she talked about a disastrous consequence of her plan with total equanimity, as though there were minor details that were a distraction from the experiment itself. I also know that her experiment required a mortal soul, perhaps a sacrifice in some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it to perverse ends. I heard, or rather pieced together from what I have heard, that the soul belonged to a child. Aurelia, like many demons and demonic spellcasters, has the ability to wrest souls from their bodies and contain them in specific special vessels. The vessel contained that soul was delivered to the laboratory soon after I was brought here. Aurelia, unusually distressed that day, talked to me more than usual, and that's when I learned the details of her plan. I was aghast when I realized that she was discussing the soul of a child, a soul like she would likely wish to sacrifice. I cannot describe the horror I felt. What's wrong with your wing? It's the work of Aurelia. The wing is fully functional. Its creator isn't known as the architect for nothing. but it frightens me. There's more of the abyss in this wing than the eyes of an enraged Balor. It's an abomination. Camilla's eyes, which watch transfixed at the wing, assembled from bone and slimy film, moves in time with the angel's breathing. Her eyes drink in every articulation, every joint of the moist membrane. Finion's voice trembles. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to her. It's terrible. She should never have been. No living creature should ever be treated like that. Why didn't you get out of here or summon the warriors of heaven to help you? Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material plane. I cannot call for help, only pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. I know what it's like, being cut off from everything you know, and from everything that makes you who you are. Nedra's gaze stops on the succubus and a fire blazes in her eye. Demon, want you one of my captors? The succubus instinctively bares her teeth in response and hisses threateningly. Her claws grow long, and suddenly you see the old Aroshe, the fearsome demon of the abyss. After a momentary stand-up in complete silence, the angel suddenly holds her hands up, and the watchful, wrathful glow in her eyes goes out. I can tell by your eyes that you know who she is, and that you do not consider her an enemy. Forgive me, I have spent too long in slumber, and my self-control has diminished. I should not have been so hasty to deem your companion an enemy. Can you tell me anything about this place? I only know a little. Aralui once let it slip that the refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret to the Worldwound creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Aralui must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak at the laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if her hatred was a sign of her contrition. But I was mistaken. Aurelia Verlash is incapable of feeling contrite. Even for a heartbeat, she is like the tempest, hurtling towards and sweeping everything in its path. I came here for you, Targona. The hand of the Inheritor and I were able to find you. The angel's eyes brightened, and I have not been forgotten. I have so much I want to ask you, but that can wait. First, we must find a way out of this dungeon of grief. I have to go. I need to find a way out of here. May the power of heaven go with you. If only I could help, but my strength has been drained. Okay, back downstairs. Okay. Gonna be Azazel? Nah, it's not gonna be Azazel.
I will guide us.
Azazel's not gonna have one bad wing and one good wing. He's too cool for that. That one's actually better.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
That's rude. I've looted everywhere. How can there be a locked room? Well, I guess we're going to open this rift. Oops. I should probably go help them.
Let us press on.
I unsealed the way out. You are free. Free. Then let's leave it at once. May the light of Iron be with you. I'll find you, Samael. Thank you for giving the sky back to me. You're welcome. Get out of here. Eh. Don't really care about going there. Let's get out of here. Alright, off we go, off we pop. Get that corruption. What corruption? We haven't got any.
Our path leads on.
And why not fight some enemies?
Crusading isn't that boring after
And
all.
Nabasu's votary. Kill that as well. Hey, kill that army that dicked you last time. Still not gonna go kill them.
Endure this.
Go for their hearts!
Oh wow, there's a lot more of these dickheads than I expected. Why the fuck? Fuck's sake. I'll have to figure that out in a minute.
Make your peace.
I'll make short work of this.
Kill that guy before he starts annoying me. See, Phantasma's Web. Such an annoying spell. Why not? I just don't want to kill it yet. Yeah. Don't. Summon Deva. Want that there. Got a Diva, boys.
I will resist.
Out of my sight.
Go on, Lan. Do what you can.
The spirits demand your blood.
Leave my Diva alone.
Prepare yourself.
I will
Rude.
see to your demise.
You won't survive me.
Go to there. Throw some acid. Why not? And you missed due to concealment.
Strike as one.
Desna, guide my hand.
Precision and grace.
Ah, Lan actually physically can't reach that one. A quick save? Where? You got fucking strength damage?
Together
Damn
we
it.
stand.
Stop having strength damage, goddammit. We need to be okay. I've just realized something. I wanted to get here, which I don't even... yeah, this... I may as well just fucking teleport back. Crusaders, conscripts, palliers, and raiders. Don't want any of those, so... Ooh, Hell Knights. Yes, please. Alright, can't recruit them with this army. This army needs to go to... Needs to go to there. Is there a demon army coming for us? Or no, we defeated it, so... 5th Crusader Spear needs to go north again. Hell Knights will, yeah, you can go down to there. May as well immediately merge. Okay. This. Kill the craftsman did some work. Okay, so it means we've got an event. Fate of Vocarous Justice. The mage who examined the fragments of the revived flesh captured from the demons came to the conclusion that they were working pieces of a certain artifact. These fragments of flesh were meant to grow together to form the weapon created by dark, unnatural magic. The magic can try to complete the creation of this terrible item, but they need the commander to decide what shape the item should take. A flail. Flail seems cooler. First Blood. One of the officers had been bringing recruits to the prison so that they could fight weakened captives and kill them. He wanted to prepare the newcomers for their first battle, but unfortunately, during one of the training sessions, one of the soldiers got killed and everything came to light. Forbid touching prisoners. Cruel treatment of the prisoners tarnished the honor of the Crusades. Many of the soldiers were encouraged by the commander's noble actions. Swords of Gorum. The unkilled mercenary, Morveg, told the commander that the ruins of Sarkoris conceals a host of sacred swords of the very war god Gorum. The blades turn the masters into bloodthirsty monsters that are practically invincible in battle. The soldiers are ready to hunt for the antiquities that will certainly be useful during the war, but this would come at a cost. The souls and minds of those who dare to arm themselves with the swords of Gorum. Don't know if I want to do that just yet. Rank up, logistics reform, and then we've got hunting down mutinies. Yep, that's just keep passing that. That relic as well. Wow, logistics is going to be level 4 as well. I like it. Flail. We'll get those spearmen, because I know where they can go. Oh. Fuckers go there. Group 4 I wanted. Right. We may as well teleport. I want to go over here next and down to the Molten Scar, but we'll just teleport to Dresden for now. Go get ourselves some rest. Truly harrowing experience that was. well some sleep.
You'd
Well-
like Soku. Caravans, traders from all over Galarian. The city's always noisy with people speaking in a dozen different languages.
And you traded it all for some armor and the Worldwound? You Paladin types are an odd bunch, and no mistake.
Right. Oh, the Herald of Iron Mayday. The angel sounds concerned. Champion, I promised to advise you, but now I need your counsel. I received news that both pleases and worries me. The light of your nobility shines true, and like a beacon it draws heavenly warriors who come to fight at your side. These angelic warriors set a high example of courage and irreproachable virtue, and many of the ordinary soldiers, especially the young ones, desperately wish to be like them. They take vows, do penance, and train to the point of exhaustion. Their dedication is laudable, but is not without danger. The strain, both physical and spiritual, may prove unbearable for many of them. Rather than strengthening themselves, they risk doing the opposite, and it may leave them defenseless against the enemy at a critical moment. Should we praise their self-sacrifice, or should we encourage them to take care of themselves and moderate their zeal? Remember these heavenly warriors. They are valiant denizens of heaven. One part of their soul compelled them to honor the law of creation, stay clear of mortals and their way. The other part appeared to have their mercy and their desire to protect mortal kind, and that their voice was stronger. These are covert soldiers who left heaven willingly, without permission, to stand side by side with your people. Cannot stand by in the way of righteous devotion is the key to our success. I'll inform the soldiers of your decision. Hearing the commander approves of their action will give them strength. Thank you for listening to me. I will demand no more of your time, but I promise to return when you need my advice or when I need yours. Cool. Let's get out of here.
I will guide us.
Oh yeah, we've got to go do two things. Let's go do these two requests. Get them both ticked off. And we'll see what we can do. I need to go. I know I need to go down here, so go deal with CR first, and then we'll go deal with her next. It looks anxious to authority. Yes, something happened. Morveg is dead. The color drains from CR's face. He takes the straw figure from his shaking fingers. His mouth twists unpleasantly as if the old man is about to start sobbing. The knight looks at you with honor. The old warrior drops to his knees, slowly and awkwardly, with apparent difficulty. My boy, but how? Happened. Not your fault. Morveg's soul was consumed by vengeance. He went to get the cursed sword of Gorum and got himself killed. Poor boy, I was afraid of this. The war tainted his soul and with darkness the moment he was born. It doomed him to death before he could even walk. I warned him. What are an old man's warnings worth? The sword, that damned weapon of Gorum, where is it? Do you have it? It must be destroyed. The war devours our souls, and Gorum, its lord, watches over it all with indifference. Take it and destroy it. You've done the right thing, the honorable thing. No one will ever fall victim to it again. No one will ever suffer poor Morveg's fate. Damn this war. I know how difficult it can be to keep yourself in check when the war is raging around you. When your comrades are dying, your deeds will not go unnoticed. The ever-bright Crusaders will tell of your wisdom. They will let all Mendev know that you did not allow a war to enslave your minds. Now I just have to find an angel, which That's gonna be fucking really hard. I feel like I should be up here with the Inheritor. I just have to guess we're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, she's there. Angel greets you warmly, but her eyes remain sad. Greetings, my rescuer. There were many things I wish to speak to you about, but now I can't seem to find the words. Being free feels exhilarating, but with the bitter realization how many terrible things happened in my absence weighs on me. Never before has my soul been troubled by so many warring emotions. I contracted the Hand of the Inheritor as soon as I got out. Here on Galarian, I could freely send messages to my celestial brethren, but I know more than now when we first met. I now know what happened over the years I was held prisoner. I know about this is the fifth crusade, driven by desperation and daring like none before. And I know about the hope you have brought to us all. I thank you. You are the light in this darkness. What did you want to talk about? Angel thinks for a moment. Talk might not have been the right word. I need to tell you something important. Listen. You know the truth about the Wardstones, how their power is built upon the angels locked inside. My dear brother Lariel and I were supposed to end up inside the Wardstones, but we escaped that fate. He perished, Hagona gathers her strength, and I was captured by Arulu. The bitch. But there is something else you should know. Even the glorious herald of my goddess was not immediately aware of this. The power of the Wardstone comes from the selflessness of those imprisoned within them. It is not sophisticated magic that wounds and binds demons, but the angels' voluntary sacrifice, their foregoing of freedom in the name of duty. The truth is, in some rare cases, there is no need to seal anyone inside an artifact to achieve a similar magical effect. There are some individuals among mortals and immortals who are willing to give their lives to protect others, and when this happens, the mortal or immortal can become a living wardstone of sort, weakening and holding back demons by the force of their presence alone. Unbeknownst to me, I acquired this power. Even immersed in my enchanted sleep, I protected the poor folk who were imprisoned in Aruli's laboratory with me. And Elandria and Katir did the same at the Palu's fall. It was a self-sacrifice, so different but always sincere, that protected the temple, not just Prelura's power. The Hand of the Inheritor had long suspected this, but only after speaking to me did he finally realize the truth. He wants you to know, once we have dealt with the more urgent matters, he wants you to search for rare souls capable of becoming living wardstones, that they may be in the vanguard of your crusade, and they will make demons and Demon Lord alike tremble in fear. Living wardstones, how can we find such people, and what are they capable of? I don't have the answer to your questions. Being a living wardstone is more than just a power, it's more than a gift. It's a true miracle, and like all miracles, it's extremely rare and it manifests only in dire circumstances. That is likely why we never heard of such a thing before now. The demon invasion is the gruesome catalyst that has woken this hidden power in the souls across Solgarian. But now that we know what we are looking for, we can recognize a special light in others. It will be our weapon to fight against the abyss. Do you really know about your special abilities? Don't know, she never mentioned it. Something about me piqued her interest. Many of her prisoners were unusual in one way or another, and when she left and ceased her experiments, I think that too was an experiment of sorts. Perhaps she even continued to observe us somehow. Can your wing be healed? There's such a way it isn't known to me. The wing has become part of me. I can even feel that if I were to cut it off, it would grow back, just as deformed as it is now. Existence is a challenge for me, and there is nothing left to do but accept it. I have to live wondering constantly whether foulness is creeping into my soul just as it's crept into my body, and may only help me if my fears are ever realized. Are you going to return to heaven? I wouldn't dare, with this wing, with this foulness that has become part of me. How could I enter the shining light of heaven? Besides, I don't want to leave you and the Crusaders. I was meant to join my brothers and sisters inside the Wardstones. Since that did not come to pass, I want to serve the Crusades in another way. Thank you, I'll be going now. Wait. Sagona hesitates. I didn't dare ask you before. I wasn't sure I could take the answer, but please tell me how my brother Lariel died. I miss him so much. I want to know what his final moments were like. He fought until his last breath to save his mortal comrade, and he left his sword to be raised up by another in the future. Nigel listens with rapt attention. We ought to do the same. Protect each other, even in an impossible situation. Nurture our hope, that we may give it to others. That is the light we now carry, now that can shine on even after we die. Thank you for your answer. Like a ray of light, revealed the path I must follow. Hey. Let's just go talk to our companions, see if they've got anything they want to say, see if there's any conversations, any, you know, side quests we can spark. And I think we'll be calling this one early today. Because I've got to, unfortunately, I'm going out tomorrow. And don't really have the time to sit and stream as long as I want.
Let us press on.
Okay, nothing from you. What about Darian? You know what? Darian asked, not bothering to greet you properly. I've noticed a certain cylindrical pattern in my life ever since I met you. First, something happens that leaves me positively intrigued. Then I descend into the depths of fear and anger. Then I start to think it's not so bad. Curiosity comes back, and then something even more dreadful occurs. The demons attacked my home, and the city around it wasn't pleasant enough already. But I thought I could compensate for that by striking up a curious acquaintance and having some new experiences. Then my dearest cousin threw me right into the middle of a crusade. And just when I started to see some positives in my current situation, the gargoyles kidnapped me. The slaughter in Dresden, following my triumphant rescue, effectively put out every spark of optimism that I had managed to gather. Now the city's in our hands again, and it's getting more and more tolerable to stay here. I feel surprisingly good, and I'm even beginning to find the city rather enjoyable. This brings me to one very reasonable question to my mind. What is the next outrageous and dangerous mess you're going to pull me into? I have a couple more perilous trials and insurmountable challenges in store for just for you. Does that list include the ordeal known as the trial of the cold oatmeal? If not, then there's nothing to be afraid of. And if you think I've just shown you my weak spot, then you're wrong. It was a deliberate misinformation. Go with it. Okay, so, you know what? I still don't want that hand axe. Ah, fuck it, we'll keep the hand axe for now. Get rid of that and that. Definitely get rid of that. Crap. Get rid of you. Get rid of one of you. And money in our pocket. Let's see what these guys are like down here doing. Oh, that's just a stairs away. I thought Social was here. Oh, there he is. And once we finish talking to our companions, well, like I said, we'll end the stream for tonight.
I will guide us.
You know what, that's that. You know what? If people come to the surface, does that mean you're no longer Nevers? Ah, that is a good question. We're not fully Uplanders yet. I think we're now Uplander Nevers. Although, if you think about it, we used to be never Uplanders, after all. Our ancestors came to the caves from the surface, and now I've given myself a headache. Maybe I'll leave the task of renaming our people for a better time. Fair enough. Let's go talk to Sheila. Or Sela. We do have to level up everyone, quite a few people, but I'm going to save that for now, because I can't be bothered up leveling them up.
Hello. So, what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
Sheila looks anxious. She's honing her sword, but her movements seem nervous. The girl doesn't even notice you at first, but when she does, she smiles cheerlessly and stops what she's doing. I haven't figured it out yet. We'll see what happens next.
Watching and waiting is a good strategy. Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomade herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me. Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this. Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
The fate of the League of the Card affects you greatly. So you could say, I did what I thought was right. I tried to help a good person with their troubles. And what came of it? I'm sorry, but I won't find peace until I track down Carol and Jana. What were they thinking? Is there the only way to get through to them, or should I just admit they was terribly wrong? There's another thing that's worrying me. The way people react to your power and mine. They think that if they've been chosen by Iomade today, they need to pray at our feet. I'm not comfortable with the younger warriors hanging on my every word. I feel alone. Nobody else is going to sit with me and celebrate saving a beer cart. And I'd like to regain, if not the friendship, at least the trust of the other knights, especially those I respect and consider my friends like Elan. Oh, talk again soon. Last person to go talk to is Aroshe. Throwing her ruby eyes together, away from the passers-by, Aroshe looks at you. It's good that you're here. Shall we be silent together? Do you like silence? I used to like it a lot, and all of it was a lie. My words ruined so much. I like silence more now. Yeah, nothing really interesting to ask her, so I am going to end this stream here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, thank you for watching. Follow me on YouTube, Twitch, you know, follow me everywhere. All the links down below. Just you know, click on them. Give us a follow or whatnot. Stream 8 or are we in stream 9 now? We're in stream 9. Wow, that's a lot of streams. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and like I said, I will see you guys the next coming days. See you guys then.